All right, freaks, what's going on? It's the head freak. Hope you guys are doing all right. What are we doing? We're doing the Ironman challenge because it's hard to do and it's different. Right up there on the screen.
Good tidings.
That's the Ironman. The rules of the challenge are probably over there above my massive head. Let's get into it. We're slaying turtles this episode. These things hit pretty damn hard. But that's okay. We got bubble and stuff. Bro. I just got back from the gym. Had a decentish workout. Not too bad. Picked up some drinks, emptied, well, sold a few of the trash items we had. I also repaired. We had, our belt was, well, it wasn't broken, but it was damaged. All of our gear was a little bit worn out. All of this awesome gear. Look at this shit we have. It's all gray and white. Yeah. Basically ready to, we can run whatever we want right now. Scarlet Monastery, whatever. We could go as tank, healer, and DPS. Yeah. Whatever we want to do with this gear. Da 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 da, do, 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 do. Washed the car. We got a little sprinkle of rain. You know what happens to your car if you're a freak like me about your car. You get that little bit of rain, the sun comes out and dries, you have all those water spots on the car. I can't stand it. Took it up and washed it off. And I've got this squeegee that I use as well. So after I'm finished washing it at the car wash, I just use the squeegee all the water off of it so you don't get any dry spots. Or water spots, I should say. Same thing, whatever. I mean, it's not the same thing, but... Did you resist that, sir? I'm still really impressed about the shape of that car. It's immaculate for 10 years old. I'm assuming that thing was garage kept. It actually came with a cover, which, you know, I didn't expect at all. I don't know if it was the previous owners, but it was, they let me know that. And it was in the back. It's like brand new, too, so I can use that if I want. I really wish I had a garage to pull it into. I got the Camaro covered up yesterday. Nice and tight, but... Still going to try to get it over to my girlfriend's house because she does have a garage that she doesn't really use. I'm just going to park the thing in there. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of weird about it. I don't want to take up space at her place. But if I did take it over there, I could jack it up, put it on some jack stands, and I could get under it feeling, you know, kind of safe. And look at the transmission a little bit closer. What are we doing here? We're looking for the mudrock tongue. Turtle tongues. Yeah. Turtle tongues. Probably going to see... so we finished up Silent Hill. No, I'm sorry. We finished up Tomb Raider, which was just kind of a spur-of-the-moment game I started to play. So we have a free spot now. So I'm probably going to, you'll be seeing Hillbilly, the self-found warrior. Try to get him back in action. I don't enjoy tanking as much as I enjoy healing. But it'll be a lot easier for me to get into a dungeon as a tank, that's for sure. But, I mean, I don't have to run as a tank. I can, you know, I can queue up as a DPS. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Might get some of that recorded today. I've got a doctor's appointment today. My doctor is so hot. It's ridiculous how gorgeous she is. I guess I'm saying that because I'm shallow. I don't know. More importantly, she really helped me to get the right dosage of medicine. I had another doctor a couple years back put me on this medicine. Just said, come back in 6 months. Didn't do a follow-up or anything. And the dosage was so low that it literally made no difference to my blood pressure. It was like, I don't know, left a really bad taste in my mouth. So it was nice that she was like on it. She put me on this different type of medicine, and she's like, I had literally had a 2-week follow-up. It's like, come back in 2 weeks, see what your blood pressure's doing, so we can adjust the medicine. Like that's what I want, you know. But yeah, I guess just a follow-up with her, I think. I've been having some side effects from the blood pressure medicine. Sometimes my blood pressure drops low, which is, for me, unheard of. It's the top number's been like 90 over 80. That bottom number's okay, but I know that I get winded real easy. I get dizzy, kind of lightheaded sometimes. I'm going to talk to her about that. But my blood pressure is almost perfect right now, where it's supposed to be. I mean, it's artificially perfect, but still, I'll take it. I don't know if any of you have had to deal with high blood pressure, but it can be quite dangerous. It can be dangerous. If it's really high like mine was, it's like you have like an immediate, imminent danger. But if it's just slightly high, what it can do, according to everything that I've been told by doctors and what I've read, is it can affect your vital organs when you get older over a long period of time. Kidneys, heart, liver, everything that you have blood flow through, including your brain. You know, kind of scary to think about. For me, it is. And I believe my blood pressure is it's hereditary. I remember my grandfather on my mom's side having to take blood pressure medicine. I mean, I didn't know what it was. I was a kid, but I just remember my grandmother bringing him, you know, she'd bring him his dinner on a tray. You know, he sat in a chair. They were born in the 30s. He was in the Second World War, Korean War, Vietnam War. So they had that traditional 50s thing. And that carried, I think, throughout their whole life. He provided, and she, you know, did the household stuff and raised 4 kids. But anyway, I lived with him on and off. I lived with them, and he would sit in there with his dinner tray, watching mostly the news and stuff. And she would bring him his dinner, but I remember her saying, "Don't forget your blood pressure medicine." Wonder what it was back then. Probably like nitroglycerin or something. Is that a thing? I think that's a thing. This would have been in the 70s. Like the mid-late 70s. Damn, this guy's old. Yep. That's right. I can still bench press over 400 pounds, so here you go. You never forget to remind us of that, do you, E? Go get this chest over here. If we feel like wrecking 1, 2, 3, 4, well, like 5 Murlocs. Nah, we're not a mage. Don't you dare swim out of range. I got 2 dots on you. I got 2 dots on you. Got 4 of the quest items. Look at that, man. Look at that thing. 6,700 health, 46 elite shark, just swimming right off the coast here. If you were not paying attention out here in the water, that would probably be the end of your run, depending on what abilities, utilities, or what you have off of CD. Not what I wanted to do. Dun, 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 dun. Pretty nervous. I've got some stuff happening today, which requires me. Well, one is the doctor's visit. That's a thing. But I also got to talk to my new employer. I'm having a meeting and a bunch of HR stuff. It's all online. And I don't know how long that's going to take. A couple hours, I think. But that's not too far away now. That's going to happen. For my new job, I have a part-time programming job, which I desperately needed. Desperately needed. I'm still going to be poor as hell, but I feel better at least that I'm working again a little bit. It's a really kind of, well, I don't know for sure yet, but it seems like a really basic level programming job. But I'm contracting through a company. I mean, I work for the company I'm contracting for, but I'm an independent contractor. But that company works for a company based in Germany, I believe. So I'll probably get my first taste of the project we're working on, the code, later this week. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Wow, man. Terrible drop rate. Well, I guess it's not too bad. We've only killed 9 of these. So, really not that bad. Look at all those freaks over there, man. Their Soul of Iron just popped up there. Look at that. We've got Undead Player here. Oh, right. Never mind. I'm on the server that actually has people. I get confused between my characters. All right, well, we've come all the way down the beach. Let's head back. Some of these should be respawned. There's the boat that goes to Menethil. I marked that shark up. Not that we're going to be in the water, but still. Anyway, today, I didn't even know this was a thing. There's something called Families Day. We have so many holidays here in the United States marked on the calendar. I don't even know where they all come from. It's also President's Day. I'm not really into... I like Halloween just because I like the season. I like the fall. I like seeing the decorations and stuff too sometimes. I did not mana up between pulls here, so I'm out of mana right now. Should be alright. Just going to prioritize the bubble, I think. There's one. Thank you very much. I've been watching the Antiques Roadshow. It's a PBS show, but you can see it on YouTube for free. I don't like the new ones as much as the old ones. And I do prefer the British where they're based in somewhere in the UK. It's interesting, some of the things people bring in. It's also interesting, if you watch the newer shows, well, what they've done, it's actually an older show. Like they'll re-show something from like the 80s or 90s and the value that it was then. And then, you know, at the end when they show the value, they have like this thing they add where it has a current value. The most current I've seen is 2021. I've never seen anything newer than that. But it's interesting how many things depreciate and actually don't increase in value. Usually anything by Tiffany, you know, they made well, I guess they made a bunch of stuff. I always mostly see lamps and stuff on the show, but that stuff always increases. Paintings generally do as well. But I gotta say, sometimes the appraisers, there are definitely appraisers who are better than other appraisers. Some of them just seem like robots, unemotional. I was watching this thing. It was this young girl, and it was a picture that her grandmother had, and her picture had passed away. I mean, her grandmother had passed away. Anyway, she got really emotional, and she was crying. And the woman who was appraising just sat there staring at her. Like, didn't say anything, nothing, man. It was so strange to me. Like, show some human emotion, you know? And then other times somebody gets teared up, and the appraiser will come over and give them a hug, and, you know, I don't know. It's a little bit strange to me. Just sit and stare at somebody. And the person, she was clearly embarrassed, you know, the young girl that was crying, and she was trying not to. And I think just this woman just staring at her just made it so much worse. It was horrible. Horrible. Anyway. We have a lot of Rested XP going on here, which is nice. See if we can get our last 2 tongues. We'll be on our way. Chartle meat, huh? $745 mana it costs for rank 4 Power Word Fortitude. It's quite a bit. Well, luckily nobody else is working on this right now. This would be brutal. Probably have to spread this out over 2 episodes. Kind of sucks. Getting resisted on Holy Fire. Well, Holy Fire is, it's my cheapest spell, though. I don't know how efficient it is to cast it more than once, because it does put a dot on the target, but if I'm just recasting it, it doesn't seem too efficient. Doesn't do a ton of damage. It's alright, though. $214 to $242. Does more damage than Holy Fire. Smite does. Guess it depends if you crit with it or not. Well, with the dot, it's, I guess it works out roughly the same. We just don't have the gear to, you know, we don't have the intellect to really have a chance at a good critical strike that you normally would have. Yeah. Surely there's a turtle in there. I wonder where that shark went. I thought my car had a heated steering wheel, but I mean, it might, but I can't figure out how to turn it on. I'll have to check again, but I could have swore it's that was a feature. There are pretty big differences between UK e-golfs and United States e-golfs. Pretty big difference, it seems. Well, not a pretty big difference, but there are some differences.
Well done.
Nice. I'm going to turn that in. All right, see if this guy has a follow-up. I feel like he's going to give me a quest that involves us going into Swamp of Sorrows. This is what we did on the Naked Warrior. Could be wrong. We'll find out. I don't think we're quite ready to go there yet.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Around. Safe travels.
Pristine crawler legs. Yeah, okay.
See you later.
See you later, alligator.
How are you?
All right. Might be able to sell that turtle meat. Alrighty. Well, let's keep on top of drinks. That's never ending. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Safe travels.
Safe travels to you. The missing diplomat. We could do this kind of a run. We have all these quests up here to pick up. Yeah, man, I want to mount so bad. But we're not even close to it. Got 12 gold. But I tell you what I'm going to do. See if I can sell some of this cloth and stuff. She called her pet, but I don't see it. Might be in prowl mode if she has a cat. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, damn. All right. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking we just fly up to Ironforge thinking I was in wetlands. Take the boat to Menethil Harbor and then fly up. Got a little silk, got some mage weave, got the white spider meat, which probably will sell. And this turtle meat will probably sell as well. I need to stay on top of this if I want to have anywhere near enough gold to get a mount. What I'm really hoping is that we get lucky with some green with really good stats on it, and maybe there's some competitive prices up, or a blue drop that I could sell. I've been lucky before like that on characters trying to get mounts. Like I see something in my bag and I go to post it and somebody's got one posted for some stupid price, and I just put mine for like 2 or 3 gold less and end up making a sale. You know, it's possible. You get that, sir. You get that. He's like, well, you don't get nothing. I can't have it. I don't want your stuff, brother. Oh, wait. Do I have... I've got it turned on. Auctionator. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, kind of want to do a dungeon run. So I got to get Hillbilly going, the orc. If I get in with like a bunch of casters, a couple of mages and warlocks or whatever, I've got a chance at some upgrades. Plus, the casters, they generally have decent AoE damage. I'm thinking about for the warrior. I'm just going to be sundering, battle shout, demo shout, sundering. I've got a taunt I can do. But yeah, like I said, tanking, I'd much rather heal a dungeon than tank a dungeon. Although healing can be quite stressful as well. I feel like healing is actually more stressful than tanking. That's just my personal opinion, having done both. But it's frustrating as a tank if people aren't letting you kind of control the pulls. I feel like people, they usually do that. They're much more attentive if you're playing on a permadeath server. If you're playing in, Cataclysm or something, it's just not even a thing. It's just everybody pulls everything. It doesn't really matter too much. At least for, non-heroic dungeons and stuff. There's the voodoo mask from Zul'Grub, or Zul'Farrak, rather.
Hello.
How you doing?
Have a good one.
You too. Look at that. Somebody gave him the Valentine's buff. I wonder if that NPC has ever even been spoken to down there. He is, because that, I don't think you can get onto that slope. I think you just slide right down. I wonder if anybody's ever interacted with that NPC. I mean, if he walks all the way up to the top where there's like a little RP spot up there, maybe, but I don't know why anybody would click on him, but I think about things like that sometimes. So somebody got that from the flight, from the bird, I'm assuming. All right, let's see what's going on with the auction house here. Maybe we can make a little money. If I check back in with a vendor, I think I before I started the episode, I think I sold a couple of BOEs. I don't know if they were any good, but I'm actually going to look. One of them was a gold. I sold it for a gold to a vendor, which is pretty good. But if you do that, as long as you don't log out, you can check back in with any vendor.
How are you?
And go to the buyback tab. Well, because I've sold too much stuff, I sold 2 rounds of stuff, so...
See you soon.
Also, that vendor, man, she just walks off. It's kind of stupid. It's like 10 seconds and she's out. So let's see what turtle meat's going for. We can vendor it for 87 a piece. That's a big profit there if we can sell it. White spider meat, we can vendor it for a silver. That's a nice profit there. That's a little bit of a profit. And the mage weave. Yeah. All right. We won't be making much money if we sell there, but we'll take what we can get. Anyway, I think we're going to call this a short little episode here. I've got some stuff in the bank. Now, hold on. This is stuff I think I've tried to sell before.
Interest you on a pint?
No, thank you. I guess just give me all of this. I don't know why I'm... I think this is stuff I had in Booty Bay.
With you.
It failed to sell on the black auction house, the black market there, whatever the hell they call it. The neutral auction house. Let's see if we can sell it here. Got a daggers, 3 agility, 3 strength. Wow, that's a big sale. Got a gun. Got a 4-int, 4 spirits back piece. 13 spirits cloth robe. Got some raw sagefish. It's a little bit of an upgrade. Does anybody want the Rumsey rum? That might sell. Bolted woolen cloth. That's a nice little piece of coin there if that sells. Yeah. And what about this blacksmithing recipe? I don't know if those things generally sell. These pages will usually sell. I mean, they can. Got a good chance to sell your pages. I'm just going to vendor this 17-pound catfish. It's an offhand. I've tried to sell it 3 or 4 times and it hasn't worked. I'm just going to vendor it.
What can I get for you today?
You can have that.
Safe travels.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up here. Hopefully we'll make a few sales. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for hanging out for a little bit today. Appreciate it. Take care. The Iron Man and myself will catch you in tomorrow's episode.
It's been fun.
Peace.